They became to everyone who knew them simply Tully and Kate.
And for more than 30 years, that friendship was the bulkhead of their lives.
Netflix just released the first season of Firefly Lane, and ever since its release, fans have been clamoring for a second season. The reason is simple. The first season ended with 2 major cliffhangers unsolved, and it is only natural that the showrunners provide us with answers through a second season. There are so many questions on our lips. What exactly happened to Johnny in Iraq? What is the significance of the church scene where Tully and Kate had an argument? All of these need answers, and the showrunners know fans are anxiously awaiting for them. Since the series is based on the book of the same name, we believe that there are some major events that will happen in the second season, which will change everything. Before we get into the video, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss anything we post. What will season 2 focus on? As expected, the second season will focus more on the relationship of the 2 best friends and explore darker secrets and events from the past. The first season had focused on the lives of Tully and Kate, their years in college, teenage years, and consequently their adult life. With the use of flashbacks and plot twists, the show tells an emotional tale of love, family, and friendship. One of the first things that will most probably tilt the direction of the second season is the cliffhanger from the first season. Towards the end of the first season, we see Kate and her daughter dressing up to attend a funeral. However, we are kept in suspense for a while, causing us to ask exactly who died. Some fans quickly theorized that it was Tully who had died, while some argued that it was Johnny. However, before the season ends, we discovered that it is in fact the father of Kate who had died. Nevertheless, there are still questions. Is he the only one who dies? You would remember that Johnny leaves for Iraq in the first season. After his departure, both women console each other, as it coincided with the time Tully quit her show, The Girlfriend Hour. Seeing that they had no one but each other, they agreed that they would start their own TV show. On this show, Tully will be the host and Kate the producer. Actress Katherine Heigl, who plays Tully on the show, has mentioned that the success of the collaborative TV show will surely make her happy. This, of course, already suggests that there would be a second season, even though no announcement has been officially made. Now, let's get back to the first season. Towards the end of the series, we also see Johnny in a bomb explosion in Iraq. Does this kill him? But this draws up immediately to the book. In the book, Johnny does not die, but Kate does. Since the series explicitly focuses on the friendship of Tully and Kate and their relationships, we can be assured of the fact that Kate isn't dying off in the new season. This also subtly suggests that Johnny dies instead, as this will now help the showrunners focus on how Kate deals with the death of her husband, while also trying to raise her daughter and save a friendship. In an interview with Collider, Maggie Friedman, the showrunner, has pointed out that Johnny could be returning for the second season, but this could completely be in flashback scenes, so don't get your hopes too high. Ben Lawson, who plays the role of Johnny, has also expressed his optimism on the return of his character. He said, "All things going well, I think we're going to see more of him, and not just in flashback. There's a lot of unresolved between Kate and Johnny as well, so we gotta get him home safe." But that is not all. There is another major cliffhanger that the show fails to solve in the first season. In the scene outside the church, Kate runs into Tully right outside the church, and she maliciously tells her friend that she isn't welcome there. Tully is devastated and asks if she has not been punished enough by Kate, but Kate refuses to give a definite answer, but simply calls Tully her ex-best friend and tells her to leave. We are left in the dark here with no reason whatsoever to explain this event. Katherine Heigl is just as confused as we are. In an interview with OprahMag.com, she said, "It can't be that Tully sleeps with Johnny. I don't think that any friendship can come back from that. I'll fight to the death that it will not be that." We also sincerely hope it is not that. While it might be a great idea to read the book, the show will not be focusing so much on it, as the showrunner already pointed out to Entertainment Weekly. One of the things I think that's been fun is that we have kept some big moments from the book and been very true to those. And then there are other things that we've done that are different. Season 1 ending explained. In one of the flash forwards, we see Kate getting ready for the funeral of her father, Bud. While the funeral was initially thought to have been for Tully due to her absence, it was still sad to discover that it was the father of Kate who had died. The funeral was then made more dramatic as we realized that the period also represents a breaking point in the relationship of the women. At the end of the season, we are left feeling nervous about what the next season will hold for them and their friendship. As earlier mentioned, Kate asked Tully, "When I said that I could never forgive you for what you did, what did you think that meant? In a recent interview with Entertainment Weekly, the showrunner Maggie Friedman confessed that she already had it planned for the best friends to have stopped talking by the end of the show. She said, "I know that Tully and Kate were going to be estranged at the end of the season, but I didn't know how I was going to dramatize that." She went on to explain, "I felt like a good cliffhanger for season 1 is, oh my god, wait, these Firefly Lane girls forever are suddenly not? What happened?" I wanted to leave the audience with some big questions. After the dramatic ending in the first season, it's safe to say that Maggie left us with some very big questions. Could it be that Tully slept with Johnny and is the reason why Kate doesn't want to see her? Or is the fight about something else entirely? Ben Lawson believes that Mara is the reason why both women fall out, which then raises the question of how. Furthermore, Katherine Heigl has mentioned that she does not think Tully slept with Johnny, saying that no friendship could heal from that sort of scandal. Why exactly then did the women fall out? We'll have to wait till next season to find out. But fans who can't wait are already coming up with theories. And one of the popular on social media has been the one about Tully getting pregnant. Fans have theorized that the reason for the falling out is Johnny sleeping with Tully and the baby Tully had lost belonged to Johnny. A fan wrote on Reddit, "One of the more far-fetched theories I have is that Tully slept with Johnny that night. He went over to her penthouse and mentioned to her how things could have been different in the first episode. Maybe the baby she miscarried was actually Johnny's after all. Maybe his possible death or near-death experience means the truth comes out by either Johnny admitting it or Tully coming out with it somehow. I can't imagine Kate not talking to Tully for any other reason than her sleeping with Johnny again. I know that in the book they fall out because of Tully airing Kate's dirty laundry on her TV show, but I just don't see the show following that route, seeing as it's already deterred so far from the storyline already. Could this be it?" Another fan has refuted this theory with another, saying the falling out happened because Tully exploits the accident or death of Johnny for a story, which would be clearly against the wishes of Kate. The fan argues that since Tully will be willing to do anything to get her career back on track, she could use the opportunity of Johnny's death or accident to tell a juicy tale. Perhaps this angers Kate, as it would mean crossing the moral line and causes their friendship to break. Even though this sounds very plausible, we'll have to wait for the next season to find out exactly why. Has a second season been announced? For now, there is no official announcement regarding a second season. But since the first season ended the way it did, fans have reason to believe a second season will be coming out very soon. Also, the first season was released in early February, and the second season might be released in 2 months, similar to what Netflix did with Sweet Magnolias, whose second season was renewed after 2 months. Unfortunately, with the lockdown still being enforced in some places, it might take a while before shooting is completed. Who will be in the new season? Since the show shifts between the past, present, and the future, every major cast member will definitely be returning for a second season, although there might be the addition of new faces. Katherine Heigl will return as Tully Hart, alongside Sarah Chalk as Kate Mularkey. Ali Scoveby will also reprise her role as the young Tully, while Rowan Curtis will return as the younger version of Kate. Ben Lawson will continue as Johnny, while Yael Yerman will continue as Mara, the daughter of Kate. Beau Garrett, who also appears on Good Doctor, will feature again as Cloud, the mother of Tully. We know you can't wait for the next season. We can't either. And the fact that the show hasn't officially made an announcement for a second season even makes the wait more exciting. With that, we wrap up this video. Thank you for watching.